Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land, wherever you are um, coming in from, whether it's morning, noon, or night. We just want to say hello to you from Renee Wilson.
I'm Sarah Antoinette Adams. You can find me on Antoinette Adams page. Hey y'all.
Listen, guys, we're coming on today to talk a little bit about the problems that or challenges that we both face in real life. We're going to be talking about the subject. I'll approach the subject of menopause, and Sarah's going to approach the subject of PCOS. And the reason why we're going to approach those separately is because together they do have very common symptoms, right? They have very similar symptoms, but they also have some very different symptoms. And so we want to talk about that. Sarah has experienced an amazing amount of weight loss. And anybody that knows anything about PCOS, it is hard to lose weight when you have PCOS. My daughter, who's 14, has PCOS, and she gained weight so fast and her body changed so fast that it scared me as a parent. And so to have an adult that has had the experiences and now have products that speak to those situations, and my watching my daughter's weight come down now, that's a big deal for me. And also having Sarah here to kind of process the whole idea of PCOS and what's happening has been a really, really big deal. And for me, after I had my daughter, I had her late, right? As for many people, they say late. Well, I had her at 36. And right after that, I started experiencing some symptoms. And I was like, okay, what's going on? I don't understand what this is. Um, and then I started to find out that I was going into menopause. So I was premenopausal then. And now I'm in the phase that they call, I guess, perimenopause, and it can go anywhere from 1 year to 15 years. Y'all pray for me. And so that is the place that I am in right now. So Sarah, I'm going to hand it off to you because I really want you to talk about some of the symptoms as a person who's experiencing PCOS.
Yeah.
What, first of all, what does the acronym mean and what's going on there?
Right. So it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's basically when we have cysts on our ovaries, which is called from being insulin resistant and also our hormonal imbalance, right? So our hormones is out of whack. We're either producing too much insulin or our body is not responding to insulin. All the insulin that we have, because we're producing a lot of it, but our body is not responding to the insulin, which is causing our blood sugar levels to be out of whack as well, if it lingers on for too long. So that's basically what it is, like in a nutshell. However, it's a lot of stuff that actually happens with it where we will be depressed sometimes. We have weight gain. And for me, that was one of my issues. I gained a lot of weight in a short amount of time. And I remember and I didn't quite understand. I was diagnosed with it in 2015, right? And I did not understand what was going on because, like, I just started gaining a lot of weight really quickly, right? And I was just like, what is this? And I was, at the time, I was on the Depo shot, right? Trying to be health, do the right thing. My mom actually put me on it when I was younger. So I kept every 3 months taking it or whatever. And so, but I started just to gain a lot of weight. So I just thought it was just that. I had no clue it was because everything was out of whack. Everything. So once I came off of it, and then now knowing that I have PCOS, it's like, okay, what do I do now? Right. And so for so long, you eat right. They tell you to eat right. Watch what you're eating. Don't eat this, but eat that and do this and do that. Nothing was working. Nothing was helping me to lose weight, or I will It'll help for a little while. I'll lose 10 or 15 pounds, and then that's it. Nothing else happens. I don't continue to lose weight. I'm not losing inches. I just lose that. And then as soon as I eat one cheeseburger, I done gained it all back. And I'm not exaggerating, because you like, you don't get it all back. But with us, we do, because of our insulin resistance and how our hormones react to the fatty foods and the stuff. Well, it just like we gain all the weight back just that fast. That 5 or 10 pounds you lost, you got it right back in that one meal.
Wow. That is like when I saw my daughter gaining all the weight, and I knew what she was eating.
Right.
I knew that I put us in the gym with the personal trainer for that purpose.
Right.
But she was still gaining.
Yeah.
Like, it broke my heart as a parent that I did not know what to do to help her. So since nothing was working, I went on ahead and took her to the doctor. And by her being so young, they were like, well, listen, we do have to send her to a specialist. And so we went to see that specialist, and, they did the ultrasounds and they did all that stuff, and they told us what it was. And they wanted to put her on the shot, and I said no. So they did put her on birth control, though, to regulate, the menstrual cycle, because that was out of control right there.
Right.
It was literally out of control. Like, my kid went an entire month on a period. Like, what is that?
Yeah. And that can be difficult, because some people, they will bleed a whole bunch and it won't stop. And then other people, it just won't show up. It's just missing.
Wow.
Just no cycle at all. So it just depends on what's going on, what type of hormonal imbalance you have, because it can be either way. And you just got to be really careful about what you do and make sure that you're putting the right things into your body. And I'm not even talking about food, because we can sit here and say, okay, well, you shouldn't have this or you shouldn't do that. But that's with anything if you're trying to lose weight. But what I am saying is that there are products out there that can help you with those issues, help you with the depression, help you with the natural products. I'm not talking about that stuff you go to the doctor and you get from the doctor. And I'm not against it. I'm just saying I'd rather put something healthy in me, natural in me, that's not going to cause other side effects or other things to happen in my body. Does that make sense? So when I found these products, I am ecstatic, because you don't find this type of all these ingredients in one thing. See, right. That's the thing for me, because you'll have to buy, well, you need to go and get this mushroom from over here and this mushroom from over there and that, and so here you are with all this stuff, and you taking 15 different supplements trying to figure it out. But if you can find everything you need in one or two, put them two together, and you can get what you need, as opposed to going, and some of the stuff is expensive. Yes, some of these mushrooms is expensive from overseas, different countries. You trying to just figure it out because you want to have kids, or you want to lose weight, or you just want to be a healthier version of yourself. So.
Right. So for me, like the menopause part, I knew my mother had, this stuff really early on, right? Because she had a hysterectomy like in her 30s. For me, this has been a full process of hitting the different phases. And so, yeah, the hot flashes, the night sweats, insomnia, not really being able to sleep. And at first I didn't contribute any of that, or as far as the sleep part, to menopause. But I'm starting to find out from others as I, communicate with people who are going through it, have been through it, because I always tease and say I'm upset with my elders because they didn't tell me certain things. And right. So, I joined some groups to just kind of hear what other people were going through. And some people are really going through it. So I count my blessings. Even though I have symptoms, I don't have nearly as many symptoms as a lot of people who are going through it. And one of the things, you know, the whole hormonal imbalance, the mood swings, the nah, I don't have this problem. But people really, because of the mood swings and the hormonal imbalance and the just not feeling okay within themselves, they don't want to have sex. They don't want to do that. So the libido is down, right? And they don't want to be touched. They're irritable. The menstrual cycle may be present, may not be present. You know, all it may be light, it may be heavy. It's crazy. And so with all of that, as far as me walking through some of that, the moods, that was a big deal. I needed to manage the moods because it wasn't so much of me being angry or anything like that, but it was the sadness, like this weird, just this weird sadness. And I was like, what is this? Like, really, what is this? Why I just 5 minutes ago, I was having a good time. We were happy. We were, you know, laughing and joking. And right now I'm having this moment. Like, what is this?
Right.
The hot flashes. Like, I constantly eat ice. You know, I was constantly eating ice with the hot flashes, even more than I do now, which is really scary.
I think you do it now though, just because
Just out
you
of
know
habit.
with the products, and you just no, you know, because we're supposed to be drinking more water anyway. So now your body is beginning to crave more water because of this, all the stuff that you know we are
And I drink
doing.
it
So
with my
that makes
water.
sense if you eat that, but you eat ice anyway. That's just what you. Just what
Right.
you
And so, and then for me, the big deal, that like the really, really big deal besides my mood was all my life I've been pretty athletic. And
yeah.
now I'm at this phase. And, you know, I went through a point where I was actually really heavier than this. But all of that was because of the mood and the unhealthy eating. And when I say unhealthy eating, the emotional eating, the stress eating. And then when I got in a good place and I really started working out and getting through all of that, I noticed that the rest of my body responded, like my arms responded, my back responded, like, you know, the muscles got tight, the weight, the little fatty deposits start coming off, the legs start doing better. But this stomach refused to go anywhere. It just did not listen. That alone made me depressed. Like, listen, I cannot have a beer belly and I don't even freaking drink beer.
Right. Right.
So
I mean,
that,
but I get it because depression is a real thing. Because I was depressed for a long time, and I didn't even realize how depressed I was until I started on this journey 30 days ago, right? Because even in that, being big, can't fit your clothes, or you in clothes that you when you take pictures, you don't really want to take body pictures. You want to just
take the
you don't really
take that
want to
face
take face. You giving face. You giving face. Can't give nothing else. Just gonna give face. But you don't want to take body pictures. You're really really uncomfortable. And my stomach, listen, my stomach was huge. Y'all not hearing me? Like really got out there. And this has been like an ongoing thing. So even when you lose a little bit, it's like you gain that plus some back. You're like, what happened? I was just, how did I get to 262? Like,
like,
okay.
what in the world is going on? So
Right.
listen,
I'm going to do better. I'm going to eat. This is what you be saying. I'm going to do better. Okay. I'm going to drink my water. Okay. I'm going to do this. And then you do those things and you still not seeing the scale move. You still don't see the inches coming on. You still, having problems. You're still depressed, right? Your cycle still ain't here properly, right? You got acne going on, right? You got all this hypertension now, because now that you got acne in your face going on, like you got all this facial hair now, which is PCOS. We got facial hair going on, and you like, I got the right. You got to do all of these things now, and you're just trying to figure it out. You just want some relief. You want to have a baby, right? If your hormones all over the place, you can't get pregnant. You can't. right?
Yep.
So, and even that, it's a lot of women with PCOS that cannot have kids, and it's not that they can't, they just don't have the right stuff to get them where they need to be.
So I want to talk about the products that we've been using. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to start with you
Okay.
with the PCOS, because
Okay.
what we've been using is the, and I don't know, listen, the 3-day experience is the Elevate. And I say 3-day experience, but 3 capsule experience. The microbe help, which is restore, and it actually restores your gut, and the sleep. Well, hold on. For me to sleep, but for you, you've been using what to sleep? Because the combination.
Okay, yep. So I've been using the sleep enhancement one. I've been using the purple pill, the detox, and I use cardio.
Okay. So
These are the ones that I use. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. So what I love about this is that the purple pill, yeah, this one. Let me make sure this is the purple. No, this is actually the white one. The purple pill. Okay, yeah, this one. The purple. What I love about this one is right, the purple. What I love about the purple pill is it's a number of things. It's not just literally one thing in particular. It's literally that one is a detox. I love that it's a detox. That is amazing because a lot of times we're not getting rid of the stuff that's going on inside of our body that we really need to get rid of, during the day, that we're not. Right? Like we're eating all this stuff, even when you're eating healthy. Like it's not just eating because you're eating bad or anything, just anything that you're eating. A lot of times with PCOS, we may not be going to the bathroom as often as we probably should. Why? Because we're probably not getting enough chia seeds, another thing to do it, enough fiber, right? So you're not eating enough vegetables, right? So if you're not eating enough vegetable, that means you're not releasing the way that you should probably release. So that's why I love the purple pill. Why do you like the purple pill?
I like the purple pill because it has prebiotics and probiotics. And for me, the menopause part was not just an issue. I had symptoms of PCOS. And you can get when your gut is not balanced, when it's not, the natural flora in your gut is not right, it can cause what they say is leaky gut, and it just makes you feel horrible. PCOS, where you're either constipated or you're going the other way. It's rough, right? And so in order to balance your gut and get that healthy flora in your gut that's going to help you to digest, this has been doing that for me. This has helped tremendously for me. And I love the fact that I can do it while I sleep. Like I'm in a fasted state and I'm sleeping, so that when I get up in the morning, listen, I have a morning routine. I get up, drink a bottle of water, and it's time to go.
It's time to go for sure. And that's another good thing, because you have to have your probiotics and prebiotics, and you need that. Even that's another great thing to have when having PCOS, because that's another thing that's always out of whack. When our hormones and stuff is out of whack. So if your digestion is out of whack, because your stomach is your centralized, organ in your body, right? It's the centralized one. That's the biggest one you got going on, right? So because of that, you want to make sure that you got the right stuff in it to help it to move properly through your intestines and stuff, and to come out properly. So that's why that is very, 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 very important. Okay. And then the white pill.
My favorite? Well, one of my favorites.
Your favorite, because you like the food.
No,
the white pill. Okay, so the white pill I like because it has cortisol in it, right? So with cortisol, what that does is if your cortisol level is too high, because Okay. I guess I went out for a second.
Yeah, you did go out, but it does have it
Okay.
helps to release the serotonin to get rid of the cortisol.
Oh, you're frozen.
Am I?
Yes. Yeah.
Are we back together now? Every time.
No.
I
I
don't know
see
what it's
myself,
doing.
but you're froze.
I don't. I don't know
Do
what's
you
happening.
see yourself moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna just keep it rolling. Okay. Nope, you're not moving.
I'm
And
here.
I'm going in and out because you're not moving.
Okay, I'm here. But so the white pill, can you hear me? Can you see me
You're
moving?
going in and out.
Okay. Well, you talk about it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, boom. I see you now. Okay. So the white one, right, which is your favorite, and I like it, has cortisol in it, right? And it helps you to relieve your stress because that's
It's
important, right? So if your cortisol
exactly.
level is too high because of all the stress that's going on, that's going to help to bring it down, to relax you, to help you to go to sleep and to keep you sleep, right?
So let
And it
me,
also have,
can you hear me?
huh?
I'm going to
I can
interject
hear
just to
you.
correct something. It's the serotonin and not the cortisol. It helps to release the
Right,
serotonin to get rid of the cortisol
rid of the
because it's
cortisol.
the
That's it. See, I
cortisol
knew
that's
someone.
causing all the problems, right? And it's
Okay,
causing that belly fat. And so when we can increase our serotonin levels, which kicks the cortisol out of the body, we can then get to that happy space and get this body to relax with the melatonin that's in it, and that's how we get to relax. But I want to talk about something with this white capsule, because I noticed when you took the white, me, I can take the white capsule alone and I'm good and I go to sleep right away. You have a different experience, and I want to talk about the combination that you use with this white
right.
pill in order to have the same effect that I get just on the white pill.
Right. So okay, so for me, the white pill don't just put me to sleep. I'll take the white pill, I'll doze off, but I'll be up and down all night. It doesn't keep me asleep. Um, but I add this with it and I sleep like a baby all night, right? And the reason why I like the B cardio is because I suffer from circulation problems. I have tingling in my joints a lot of the times. And so this right here keeps my blood flow going properly, which causes me to not be tingling. When I'm having problems with my blood circulating the way it needs to be circulating, I then have problems with circulation issues. I be tingling, my feet go to sleep, my legs go to sleep randomly, my arms, and that's a problem. Can you imagine walking and all of us, you out trying to get your exercise on and then your feet go numb? That has happened to me, which is
Yeah, that
why
has
I want
happened.
to we want to get this product, because my feet will go numb. Like, what is this? So and so I have poor circulation. That's just one of the things with PCOS. You have poor circulation. So this helps to correct that.
And
So I
so
use
the
this,
B
yeah, with the
cardio,
white pill.
so the
Hmm.
B cardio also, like, this white pill has a common effect because of the melatonin. But if you're somebody that melatonin don't sit well with your body, that B cardio will be the thing, because it helps to open up your blood vessels like they're supposed to be, and it causes the blood flow to flow properly, and it has this calming effect. The first time I
Right.
took it, we took it in the middle of the day, and I was wondering why I was feeling sleepy.
I
That
remember that. We was
was
like, why am I tired? I
and
took a
so
green pill. Why am I tired? I remember
so
that.
we found out that it has a calming effect. And
Right.
because it has that calming effect, when coupled with this white capsule, like, you're really in that thing, you in that sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, you in that REM sleep where your body is able to heal itself, where your mind is not constantly going, like, you're literally rested. And for me, I had not really been resting well at all. I'll sleep about 3 or 4 hours and I'm up, and it felt like I never went to sleep. But
Right.
now, not only do I sleep the 3 or 4 hours, but I can get, maybe 5 or 6 in, and I sleep so soundly that when I get up, I'm energized and I'm ready to go even before I take the next capsule that we're going to talk
Right.
about.
And a lot of our clients, they talk about that. Even with people that sleeps a few hours out the day or whatever, even when they sleep those few hours with these products, they will have the best sleep, that when they do wake up in them few hours, it's like they just had 10 hours of sleep, because they was in that deep sleep and they got it in real good for those hours that they needed. So once they were up, they were ready to go on with their day and do whatever it is they feel like they needed to do. So that, yeah, for sure is amazing.
So this one, I really want to talk about this one. I don't know what made the person who put the combination of herbs in this capsule together. And this is the Elevate. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it, and I have it upside down. And it's the green capsule, and don't know if you can tell that it's green. Right?
No, that's what I was looking like. Is that the purple one?
No, that's the green one. Listen, the combination
Oh yeah,
of herbs in that one capsule, y'all, is amazing, because what it did for me from the menopause front is those mood swings, they came all the way to balance. The hormones that were having me to get, I don't know if you can see, but I have dark spots. Those dark spots was because I was getting acne like I was 16 years old. I was getting acne in my face, right? Now, I don't know if you can tell, but like right here in my eyebrows, they were thinning. Like my hair was fine. My hair wasn't thinning, but my eyebrows were. They're starting to grow back in. So I was like, what's happening? What's going on? So in hearing the things that were in these products, I started to realize why things were coming into balance. So Sarah, let's talk a little bit about what's in this green capsule.
Well, you started off with depression and stuff like that. So let's start from that end. So we're going to talk about the rhodiola mushroom that's in it. Let's start with that, because that does a lot, right? That supports your respiratory system. That also helps with your heart health, your mental health. It relieves fatigue and stress in your body. It helps you to process your stress better, right? And I call it the happy pill for that. That causes you to be happy. If you guys ever watch my lives, you will find that I'm always smiling and just happy and just excited, because it keeps you in a place of just being happy, really for no reason at all. Like, I think like even when bad stuff happens, you'll be like, it's okay, I'm just gonna pray for you. It's gonna be all right, like you're just so happy all the time, which is really good, because I know I was depressed for a long time. I was depressed. And not even really knowing why I was depressed, but it was because I was unhappy with me. I was unhappy with being so overweight. I was unhappy with having these issues that I was having. I was just really just unhappy. And when you become overweight, when I was once 125 pounds, then being almost 300 pounds, you understand what I'm saying? You then be like, you're unhappy, right? You don't want to date. You don't want to hang out. You don't want to take pictures. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to sit at home in the bed with your popcorn, or your ice cream or your brownies, right? And just eat, because
that's emotional eating.
Emotional eating, because you feel like, well, I'm already big. Who's going to want me anyway? So I'm going to just do this. And not to say that was the right way of thinking, because it's not. Okay, because you're beautiful no matter what size, where you are. You're beautiful. But when you are, in your head and you're feeling these emotions, at least this is what I was thinking. this is where I was at, right? Didn't want to go buy underwear because they were too, you had to buy the real big granny panties, to fit right. Because if anything go up somewhere, it was not right, right? It was uncomfortable because you got too much fat. This is a real situation. Like, I was really depressed and I was really in my feelings. And I, like, even now, I can't even believe how much weight I've lost already, right? Like, I'm really in shock, but I was depressed. So rhodiola, that's
That
my thing.
it
Like,
got to,
that's it.
listen, I call it my happy pill too, because it literally elevates the mood. The roleola that's in it really helps to elevate your mood. And I like the fact that it does that. Now, this has 4 medicinal mushrooms in it. And so we just talked about one in elevating the mood. The other one,
Right.
cordyceps. Now, I had never in my life heard of cordyceps. I didn't even know what the thing was. I now, I've heard of the Gano that's in here. I've heard of chaga that's in here, because literally I used chaga and Gano back in I think it was 2011 or so. I was using those to keep, because at the time I was dealing with fibroids, right? And so I was using those in a tea or in a capsule to keep that at bay, because I had a holistic doctor that told me, instead of taking all the hormonal stuff, because I had already had a stroke, that I could take these things, right? And so
Right.
I took those to manage what I was having in the way of fibroids, right? And so
Right.
what I found is, when I went back to the doctor, they told me that that basically whatever I had been doing had reduced the size of the fibroids that I had. And so as a result of the reduction of the size of those fibroids, I had less symptoms. I'm happy to say, now I did have to have fibroid surgery, but I'm happy to say they never grew back. They never grew back. And so that is partly because I've always since then taken a supplement that had Gano and Chaga in it. But this one capsule has Gano, it has Chaga, Rhodiola, and it has Cordyceps in it. It has
Yeah.
all 4.
So
Do you know how expensive that is?
so expensive. Yeah, so expensive. But what I love about the chaga and the gano is a few things about it, right? So the chaga shrinks or get rid of the cysts that are on our ovaries, with us having PCOS. So that in itself is amazing, right? Because that'll help you with that. But it also reduces your blood pressure, also helps you with your insulin levels. While you being insulin resistant, it helps you with that. And then also the Gano helps with weight gain, right? It helps you to go on and lose that weight that you need to lose, hair loss. It helps you with that, and it also regulates your menstrual cycle. Like, these are big deal when it comes to people with PCOS, because these are the issues that we're having, and the fact that we can find this in one product, all these things that is targeting all of our stuff. High blood pressure, it targets that. Depression, it targets that. Facial hair, it targets that. Menstrual cycle being irregular, or it's coming too much, too long. You know what I mean? It handles that, which is all the things that we're having. Depression, it handles in endometriosis. It even helps get rid of that.
That's
So
amazing.
because it do all that in one thing, though, because it's expensive. It's expensive. You go and buy all these different supplements and trying to figure it out. It's in
And you
it's
got
in this one thing.
one thing.
One thing.
So, and then I talked about cordyceps, but it's an antioxidant. That's one of the things. And so it helps to get rid of free radicals. So you're not aging so fast, right? That kind of thing. And the fact that it, along with the other the other mushrooms, also target the hormonal imbalances in the body.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yep.
the four mushrooms together, they focus on dis-ease in the body. And I love the fact that for these two very similar things that we're going through in our lives, the menopause and the PCOS, it has done so much. Like, I'm not saying that, you know, we're not making medical claims. I'm just telling you how it worked in my body, what it has done for me. And I can truly say that, you know, my mood is all, you know, absolutely better. When it comes to working out, I'm not extremely tired. I enjoyed the workout, like the walks we were doing. Before, I could only get in a half a mile or a mile. We started doing, you know, walking, and it was 2 miles, then it was 3 miles, and then the weather got crazy. And so we slowed down. And then even when spring break came and it was time to go hang out with my daughters, because I had them both together, being able to go and hang out at the amusement park and run around, literally run around with them and ride roller coasters and be crazy and just have that kind of fun, it has been amazing. And to lose so much belly fat as a result of the cortisol coming down, sleeping better, and just helping my body to get back in balance. Like, I'm almost in tears over here. It has been everything. But the cortisol also helps with the mental focus, memory. Um, it's known to help with things like your cardiac health, right? Your respiratory health. So all of them, all of the mushrooms target the body, overall body, and the mind. And I love that about this product. I love that. Now, it has so much other stuff other than the mushrooms, but Sarah, what else has it done for you in terms of?
I think the biggest thing is that my hormones being balanced, not all over the place, crazy. I think that's the big thing. And then also my cycles are regular. You know, that's a big thing. They come like clockwork. I have not been in as much pain. Like I normally have real bad stomach pain out this world. Since taking these products, I don't have stomach pain nearly as much as I was having before. I can eat and I'm still losing weight. So that's a, you know, that's a good thing. Like I posted today that I had a cheeseburger. You know how long it's been that I was able to have a cheeseburger and did not have to worry about whether or not the scale was going to go up because I had a cheeseburger, right? So that was everything. The fact that I was able to do that, because that's unheard of with having PCOS. We have to be real careful of what we eat. They tell you to eat vegetables and meat, and that's it. No starch, no none of that, because it can easily turn into sugar for us, and it can easily send us back to where we started very quickly, right? So I think that that's a big thing, but also just being having so much energy, because having PCOS, you're tired all the time. You're moody because one, you're unhappy, but then also you're moody just because life is happening and you're feeling some type of way about what's going on with your body. You know, you having these hair issues on your chin. I'm always plucking somewhere. I eat somewhere plucking the hair off my chin because that's one of the side effects of having it. But what I will say, it's not as much as it was before since I've been taking these products, and it's only been 30 days. Now imagine where I'll be in another month from now. Maybe may not even have no more chin hair. Who knows? You know, I don't know. But what I do know right now, I'm able, my hormones is where it's supposed to be. I'm able to lose weight right now, right? I'm able to eat right now, right? And I'm still eating healthy because I eat mostly vegetables during the week. And just today I wanted a cheeseburger. It's just something that I just felt like doing today. But and then you got to drink your water because that's important too.
That's
But the fact that I'm able to, you got to drink your water. I'm big on making sure I drink my gallon a day. But just the fact that I'm able to do those things and to have all of that to make my hormones balance is everything with having PCOS, because our hormones being imbalanced is the thing that is causing everything else to happen to us.
Well, I can say that I've been super excited about it. The it was like 8 pounds came off first. Then another 8 pounds came off. And before I knew it, I was down another 4 pounds. And so since then, I have not lost any more weight, but the inches are coming off. It's the inches around my waist that are coming down. And I'm super happy about it, because going into a store and somebody asks you when you are due and you're not even pregnant, that's a problem. That's a whole problem, right? So
for sure, a whole problem.
So not to have that,
Right.
And to have the belly fat come down has been everything to me. And I'm excited about how the mood is elevated, how I'm focused on things. I'm excited about being able to get the rest and the sleep that I need. So it's been a real blessing to me. And I hope that if you're seeing this from my page, get with me about what it is that you might need. If you're seeing this from Sarah's page or Antoinette Adams' page, get with her to let her walk you through what it is that she's done to lose the 20 pounds. And listen, I don't even know how many inches, because the sister has, in 30 days, and I would say less than 30 days, because when we looked up, she had dropped so much weight she couldn't fit half the clothes that she was wearing. She had her arms in the side of her waist trainer, and now the jeans that she used to wear that was super stretchy, that wasn't super stretchy before because she was all in it. Now they're super huge, right?
Right.
They're super big for her. So get
Yeah,
with
because
her.
I'm in a 16 now. And to be honest, I probably could squeeze into a 14 because my 16s, I got plenty of room in them right now, So I could probably squeeze into a 14 for real. I'm gonna take my time, but I'm just saying I probably could if I try, right? So I'm just thankful. Like, I almost
I'm
want to cry. And it's crazy because people say, "Oh my God, you're losing so much weight." And I'm like,
am I really? But you are. You
because
are.
when you're so used to seeing yourself, you don't really realize how much weight you've lost, or you don't even realize that you're losing at all. But more so than that, when you look at yourself in the mirror all the time, all you see is your imperfection. You don't see what is starting to happen, or oh, so now I look at myself in new eyes now every day. I'd be like, oh, this side
Look
is
at
going
you,
down. That side is going
girl.
down. This girl is getting it in. So I'm just
Listen.
thankful for what is happening for sure. And these products are amazing. But I didn't talk about the lemonade because I take the lemonade
Oh yeah, she's faithful on that lemonade.
faithfully. I
Faithful.
faithfully take my lemonade because it's a fat burner, but on top of that, it also has chia seeds in it, and the chia seeds that's in it actually helps with having fiber, and it keeps you fuller for longer, right? Well, I don't know how I still eat every 2 hours for real. I really do, because I do be hungry because I eat mostly vegetables all the time. So I seem like the vegetables I burn right through the vegetables every few hours. But that is my go-to. I believe that's
But the
one
thing
another thing
is,
that's
you're
helping me
not
lose weight.
necessarily craving. I noticed that your cravings are different. You're not
Oh
craving
yeah,
like all the crazy sweet stuff. And for me, it's the Be Keto
yeah,
that I'm on, that but along with the 3 capsule system, that super, I mean, curbs my appetite big time. That I'm eating those small meals throughout the day. It seems like to me it feels like I just nibble every couple of hours,
right.
because I'm so full already, and we're drinking the water. We're getting the gallon of water in, and it's just working that way. And I think it all just works together for the good of the body and the mind, and I'm super excited about it. So listen, y'all, we've been on here a while, and all I can say is get with us and let's talk about what's going on with you so we can tell you what has happened with us and what products that again, what products we used and what's in them. A lot of you guys hit us up in our inbox and you're always asking, well, what's in this product? What's in that product? I'm happy to say that they're all natural because I was looking for natural ways to solve my problems, because a lot of the hormonal treatments and things have too huge of side effects. And the fact that I had a stroke when I was in my 40s, I'm not doing that again in my 50s, right? And so I wanted really natural things to help my body to heal. And these things have done that. Now, if you're here in the Houston area and you have some time tomorrow evening at about 6 o'clock, come and experience the live diamond experience with us. You're going to get a free gift for showing up and just coming to the live event. And let me see if I can show you this. You're going to get that 3-day experience. You're going to get that lemonade that's in there and this nice little cute pink package that Sarah loves because it's pink.
Y'all know pink is my color. That's just me.
And so you're going to get to experience these products for free just for showing up and being there with us and celebrating this diamond experience with us. So again, get with Antoinette if you're seeing this from her page, and get with me if you're seeing it from my page. We're going to sign off now, but we definitely wanted to come and address our communities because I'm truly in that community of people who are pre, peri, and post menopause, right? And she's truly a strong advocate for people with PCOS, and
Yes.
she's very knowledgeable about it. So get with her and let her walk you through this process. So bye for now, guys.
Bye.